Hey guys, it's Kristen with Soul Secrets. So I felt really guided and intuitively to do this reading. I was having a hard time falling asleep, and I feel full of excitement right now for some reason. I feel like the masculines have a message that they need to deliver to the feminines. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards and see if we can get those messages to come through right now. Okay. All right. Masculines, what do you have to say to your feminines? Wow, we got engagement and honeymoon. Wow. Okay, so I feel like whatever feelings they're feeling towards the feminine right now, they're feeling very lovey-dovey, like very, the feelings you get when you're in the honeymoon phase of a relationship. So they're feeling like that heightened bliss and excitement. That's maybe why I'm feeling excited right now, is because they're feeling like that lovey-dovey, head over heels love for their feminine right now. And it seems that it's come kind of out of nowhere. I don't know, it's just, it's what's coming through right now. So, they could be also thinking about the past, okay, reminiscing about, the past of your connection when you were in that honeymoon phase with them, when things were going well and you were, very connected to each other, and just that heightened feeling and sensation that you guys had when you were together, okay, in those good times. And engagement here. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like the masculines are thinking of taking the next step with you. I feel like they're thinking about what an engagement would be like with you, or what a long-term life would be like with you. I feel like that's coming through heavily right now, because like I said, they are reminiscing about the good times that you guys shared. And I feel that this, this is bringing up feelings in them of, thinking about what a life would be like with you, having children and living together, and, being husband and wife. So I feel like that's on his mind right now, okay? And I also pulled another card here, and it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. So I feel like the masculines are letting go of any, negative past energy that you guys may have experienced in your connection. They're freeing that from their minds, and they're in this state of forgiveness, okay? So whatever has transpired that was hurtful or harmful or painful in the past with their divine feminine, they're now, they're letting that go, okay? So I feel like they're just focusing right now on the good times that you guys shared, the positivity and the connection, and they're releasing, the past here, okay? So they're having some kind of clarity or illumination here that's coming through to them, and it's allowing them, to focus on the honeymoon stage, okay? So let's get another message here. Okay, masculines, what do you have to say? What messages need to come through to your divine feminines, please? Masculines. freedom. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. So I feel like your connection has given the masculine freedom, okay? And he's feeling this feeling of like possibilities and potential, okay, in the connection. Whereas maybe before he felt bound to, not being able to be in the connection with the feminine here. So something about freedom. I'm gonna pull the book out just to see what other messages are coming through that card, because this is my new deck, so I haven't really explored it too much. So we have 21. Okay, it says, I am free. Freedom refers to a state of being able to change or move freely. It is associated with physical flexibility, with choice to move without constraints and limitations, and with personal freedom, as in the right to express oneself. So I feel like the masculines, the feminines are bringing this state in the masculines where they're feeling more able to express themselves, okay? With regards to their feelings, their emotions, okay? Because we have the blue here, the green, even their, we got the sacral chakra colors here too. So I feel like, the masculines are feeling more free to express, their feelings, and usually the sacral chakra is about, creativity, can also be about relationships and sexuality and things like that. So I just feel like, they're better able to express themselves. And this is recent energy, so I feel like this is starting to come through here. I'm just going to read a little bit more in the book. Okay. We have the freedom to determine our own path and call on divine intervention only when we choose to. In the new energy and the multidimensional reality that is emerging, freedom covers an increasingly vast area of individual and multidimensional expression, ranging from innovative and original thoughts and solutions to existing situations, to awareness and celebrations on one's individual heritage and preference. Many individuals are now aware of their experiences beyond this given lifetime, have access to their Akashic inheritances, and are conscious of the fluidity of true multidimensionality. As we learn how to access the quantum field, the unified field of unlimited potential, and as our understanding and mastery of how our thoughts and intentions create what shows up in our reality and our lives, our freedom is expanding beyond what we ever thought was possible. This means that we must let go of definitions that bind us to a certain form or expression, as everything is in multidimensionality, is in ongoing flux and transformation. For some, this goes with the flow. Attitude comes naturally and is exciting and liberating. For others, it creates fear as we head into the unknown and undefined. So I feel like the masculine here is feeling more free as well, in the sense where, he may have had some very limiting belief systems in the past. And I feel like he's freeing himself from those constrained belief systems, okay? So he's starting to be able to look at things in his life in a different perspective. And he's having, these like epiphanies and realizing that, his life is the way it has been because of his thinking and, his perception of things. So I feel like the connection with the feminine has brought him, the freedom. in order to change the way his perception is on things, okay? So, and to feel, you know, more comfortable expressing, you know, who he is, okay? Who he is as a person. That is coming through here now. And I feel like that's more recent energy, but he is noticing that his connection with his feminine, you know, in the past, like throughout the time that they shared together, he does notice that, you know, there were little changes that happened after he spent time with her, where, you know, he felt this sense of freedom from, you know, certain ways of being, behaviors, or perceptions that he had. So his mind is expanding in that sense, where he's letting go of those limiting, you know, thoughts and things like that. Okay, so it says, to illustrate the totality of freedom, its activation doesn't come in one expression, although only two are represented here on two different cards. Many more are possible and imaginable, as our freedom to choose our own expression and destination is limitless, expanding in synchronized rhythm with our waking consciousness. The image is based on a crop circle design. The intricacy of crop circles demonstrates an undeniable, fundamental knowledge of sacred geometry, as well as profound creativity and intelligence. Here, the crop circle design represents the complexity. I'm not going to read this whole thing because this is super, super long. What else here? Okay, yeah, so with the colors, like I was saying, the pink they're saying the pink represents the feminine and masculine, which refers to nurturing, stillness, receptivity, and sweetness, tenderness, and care. And then we have abundance, wealth, and power. And the blue is an extraterrestrial feel to it, which is our off-planet origin. The color turquoise refers to high heart, the place where love of the heart and communication of our throats come together in loving expression of truth and compassion. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to stop there for this card. There's a lot here, so it's too much to read. But I am going to pull some other cards. Let's see what we have here. Okay, masculines. What else do you want to share? What other messages need to come through, you know, with regards to what you want to say to your feminines right now? Masculine, divine masculines, what would you like to say to your divine feminines right now? What would you like to say? Oh, that's too many. Masculines, come through, please. Okay, so he's saying it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give it to yourself. So I feel like he's telling the feminines that he has to take a step back right now, okay, and he needs time alone in order to figure himself out. And, you know, to give to himself. And I feel like he's also telling the feminine right now that she needs to do the same. She needs to stop placing so much focus on the masculine and the attachment she has to the masculine, and to give to herself more, okay? So that is also coming through here. And let's see what other messages, masculines. Masculines, what messages do you have for your feminines, please? What would you like to tell them? Masculines. So I think, okay, so we have the Merlin guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. So I feel like the masculines are saying here that, the feminines are their guiding light. They're their teacher and their mentor. So I feel that, the masculines are the ones that are guiding them on their path, and they're allowing the masculines to shift their perception right now. So, like that came through with the freedom card. So, they see their feminines as like a teacher, or someone that's more knowledgeable, okay, more knowledgeable, about the path than they are, okay, and about, they're more awakened than the masculines. And let's see if I can get another message here. Child of the moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. So yeah, the masculine see you as, a child of the moon, so a high priestess. Someone that's able to forgive, okay, and somebody that's transcending their ego. So they're not, the feminines are getting out of that ego state, and they're transcending to a higher plane here, and either connecting with their guides and their higher selves. And they definitely see them, in this light, okay? And they're also seeing them as, having that ancient wisdom, okay, that esoteric knowledge. And I want to get a read on this here. Time to allow the cycles of time, the tides and the flow of life yourself, and even the power of the moon's cleansing light help you forgive someone, for you are suffering right now. It must be due to a feeling of resentment or dislike that remains within you. There's nothing that forgiveness and her power cannot heal, but how to do this when life seems to flood us with memories of incidents that have wounded us. So I feel like because the forgiveness came out, the masculine, he's in the state of forgiving the feminine. He's let go of the past. And if, a lot, some of the feminines are in this state already, they're in the state of forgiveness. But maybe some need to still forgive. So, the masculine is wanting this forgiveness from his feminine. Okay. And let me just pull these out for a second. So definitely forgiveness is coming through here. The masculines are now in a state of forgiveness. They're letting go of any past resentments. That is what's coming through. That's what they want you to know right now. Okay, and just give me a sec here. Okay, I'm going to pull another card from my relationship deck. Second chakra. Okay, wait, hold on. From divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay, so we have connection. So the masculines definitely want to connect with the feminines. Again, the connection card is coming through. And, they want to come into a state of balance, into a state of alignment with the feminine. They definitely want that union. They want that connection. And it says originality. So they're realizing now how special, how original the feminine is, okay? That she's like no other that they've been with. you know, that's really coming through here strongly. You know, if some of them didn't see the feminine and that light before, they're now coming to this realization of the specialness of the connection, how unique it is, okay, and how this, you know, this is a once in a lifetime connection, okay. So they're definitely noticing that now, whereas in the past maybe they were you know, unaware of it, or they couldn't see it, the feminine in that light, okay, but they're now having these epiphanies, these realizations that their feminine here, you know, is something special, okay. It says the frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique. So yeah, he sees the feminine in a very unique light. And it says, and original creators on unlimited possibilities in every moment. Okay, so I'm going to get just a quick read from the book here. We got originality, so we got connection. I'll read 31. Okay, so it says, it connects us to holistic thought, generates wisdom, and supports our communication and speech skills. Blue is considered the color of truth. Green is the heart chakra, the place where heart and throat energies merge into the loving expression of truth. And green represents the energy that abundantly flows from the heart and is linked to our capacity to love and feel compassion. It is a healing color that balances, harmonizes the connection between mind and body. And okay, so this is just explaining all the colors. Yeah, he definitely sees you expressing your individuality. And okay. So he sees you as, you know, someone courageous, somebody that has a strong sense of self, and you know, a connection to source or to God or the universe. Yeah, I'm just really getting that, you know, you're inspiring to him, okay, with your creativity, your originality. He's really noticed that, okay. So he's noticing, you know, the connection too. Also, like I said, there's this sense of originality, this sense of uniqueness that he's never experienced with anybody else. So he definitely sees this connection as, you know, a very unique type of connection. And let's get a couple love messages. Okay, masculines, what do you want to say to your feminines? Last message, please. Last message, please. Oops. Yeah, so he wants you to forgive him. So forgiveness is coming through again. So we had forgiveness like 3 times tonight. So he's saying stop focusing your energy on past events, okay? If some of you are focused on the past events with your masculine that brought up, you know, resentments and negative feelings, you need to let that go, okay? He's saying life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So he wants you to know too, if you're stuck in that mindset, and this came out earlier today in my other reading, guys, that the feminine, some of you are in this negative cycle, this negative pattern and thought pattern, okay? You need to release that because you're going to create more of that in your life, okay? So whatever we think about and we direct our energy and our attention to is what we will create in our lives. So if you're thinking negative, you're going to draw more of that into your life. If you're thinking more positive, then you're going to be at a higher vibration and you're going to attract more positive into your space. Okay, so yeah, this also can be, when you're fantasizing and things like that. So when you're in that state of, you're using your imagination, you want to use that in a healthy way. You want to think positive thoughts, okay? You want to think loving thoughts. And, it's hard to control your dreams. So, but just be, in that positive mindset before you go to bed at night, okay? So the masculines also want to tell the feminines. I got number 138 here, so I'm going to pull that. Number 138. So this is a letter from the masculines to the feminines. You are beautiful, that I cannot wait for us to be together, for everything to come together so we can live the life that we planned for. I want so much to be able to tell you how much you've meant to me, how much I love you, how much my heart sings and fills with butterflies when you are near. I so want to be free to be able to tell you exactly what our beautiful love is going to do to transform our lives. Know that it is. I am going to make it happen. Don't give up hope. Please don't give up on us, on me, on our relationship, on our mission that we promised each other we would fulfill. Please, please stick with me. We are in this together. Our love is strong enough to get us through anything. We found true love, so let's keep it going. All right, wow, that was absolutely beautiful from the masculine. And I'm getting 196, so I'm going to read 196. I want you to open your arms side and point them up to the sky and say, let the love flow through to me. Let me step out of my own way so that divine love can awaken my intuition, uplift my soul connection, and switch me on. I honor the divine goddess in me. I honor the divine love within me. I open my arms to the universe to envelope me in divine love, faith, and hope. I trust that we are on our journey home. Trust in me when I say I do. I love you. Wow, the masculines are telling the feminines that they love them right now. Okay. And that they want to come forward. That's what they're striving for. They love the feminine. It's coming through very strongly here. All right, so now I feel like I want to pull just a couple more messages. So masculines, do you have any other messages you'd like to bring forward to the feminines at this time? Please come through, masculines, divine masculines. Oh, wow. There you go, guys. You got it right there. The fire's still burning for them. They're still feeling the passion with you. They're still feeling that spark in their soul that wants you, okay? That never dies out, that keeps burning after all this time. They want the Ace of Wands. They want to take action towards you. They want to, be able to be, with you and cuddling you and caressing you and loving you, okay? They are, still very much, in love, and they've never been out of love with you. They've always been in love with you, even if they haven't expressed it to you, even if they haven't come forward and told you those words, okay? The flame is still burning inside of them. The desire for you is still burning inside of them for you. They're still craving you. They're craving your body, your soul, your mind. Okay, they like everything. And what other things, what other messages want to come through, masculines? Can we get one more, please? Okay, let's see here. Got one more, please, masculines. Masculines, what do you want to say for feminines? You may not always understand why certain things happen, however, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So I feel like the masculines are saying, you know, there has been these challenges between you guys. There's been turmoil. You know, there was turmoil the last time you guys were together. And he's saying that a blessing will come out of this, okay? So it's not going to stay, things aren't going to stay in this state forever. Things are going to be changing very soon, and a blessing will be revealed. You know, he's saying we don't always understand why certain things happen, okay? There's a reason why. And everything has happened in the way that it's meant to, that it should have, okay? There are no accidents here, okay? So through this, you know, there's been a period of growth. A lot of you have grown from, you know, certain experiences that you've had with your masculine. You've grown in, you know, many different ways. You've grown mentally, you've grown emotionally, you've grown spiritually. And, you know, he's saying that all this stuff took place for a reason, and that, you know, through this turmoil, a blessing will emerge. So I feel like some of them are, you know, they're telling you here that a blessing in your connection will reemerge, okay? And we have the dove there, which is, oh, I love that picture. It's really nice. He also says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. So he wants you to be in a state of peace, okay, through, you know, when you guys are apart. He's saying, love, you know, love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So definitely he's telling you, you know, you need to free yourself from this attachment with him. You need to give that love to yourself, and you need to allow and give when you're able to with your masculine. So don't see this separation or this space in a, you know, a negative light, okay? So look